another edition of Surviving a Pandemic with a Brown Guy. I'm your host, a Brown Guy, and what I thought I would do today is give you some helpful hints or tips on how to survive a pandemic. It's what they're calling it right now. They didn't used to call it that. They used to just call it all hell breaking loose. But I think it's too many words, so they made one big word like pandemic.
In Latin, they call it pandemic, right? From the root word pan, which in Latin is bread, because that's the first thing to go off the shelves, right? Like all the bread is gone. In this case, they should have called it toilet paper pandemic, or paper pandemic, or just toilet pandemic, I guess. I don't really know how it works, but anyway, that's what they were gonna do.
They should have done anyways, but whatever. So this is some helpful hints on how to get by with this pandemic that's happening to everybody everywhere, apparently except Mexico, which is, that's pretty badass.
Because Mexico, they don't care. You can get sick from the water, or the water alone will make you sick, and they're like, it's called Friday, whatever.
So here are the tips. You're gonna like them. They're kind of nice. It's simple stuff that people forget. For real, wash your hands, all right? That thing where you just get them wet a little bit and then you kind of go like that. That's not gonna cut it. That's it. You gotta really wash your hands. You gotta get soap and then wash them for real. Wash them like your baby mama's handing you your supposed baby for the first time. I said, you don't want to just be hey, let me grab this baby, right? You gotta wash them for real. I said, because this little dude just got here and they're handing it to. First of all, you're lucky she even called you. I said, I can't tell you how many times I see ex-baby mamas, and I'm like, hey, who's that? And she's like, oh, I think he's yours. And you're like, what? Great, terrific. I didn't even know, right? So now I feel like a jerk, and I didn't even bring him a present or nothing, and that kid is eventually gonna grow up and stick you. And so whatever, but that's a different story.
Washing hands is important, right? You have to do them for real with soap and everything, and you have to do them for 20 seconds, right? So they tell you to sing happy birthday 2 times. But who has that kind of time, right? It's ridiculous. So for me, I sing low rider, right? I start washing and I'm low rider, drive a little slower. Low rider, go a little lower. I guess it's lower. I'm not really sure what the lyrics are, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then you wait for the breakdown, right? Then the good part. And then when it's over like that, your hands are clean. So you just do the jale like that, and you're done. That's it. Get out of there.
Wash your hands. Period. Wash them for real. Wash them like you mean it. Wash them like your grandmother yelled at you as a kid. Mijo, lávate las manos, desgraciado. Like that, right? You just freaking do it. Ese. Come on. No. Yeah. No. Let's go. Let's go. Emancipation. The cats are trying to ruin this video.
Number 2, make sure that you are keeping 6 feet distance from everybody, right? They say that distance helps a lot in getting rid of the virus. Not getting rid of it, but keeping it away from you, 6 feet. So imagine you're chilling with your homies and you're all in a circle and you're all drinking out of one beer. I mean, not that you would right now, but in normal times, right, you would do that. But you're all just chilling, and then you got a fart, so you don't want to do it right here with your homies, so you just kind of step back 6 feet. I mean, there won't be a door here in real life, right? But there's a door right now. So 6 feet from me to the camera, and then you just hang there. So you don't even have to fart if you don't need to, right? You just don't. But if you pretend you had to, that's the kind of distance we're talking. So
just get 6 feet away, and that's it. I can still hear you. You can still hear me. And if that dude starts coughing, I don't have to worry about it because I'm 6 feet away. All right. You're gonna sneeze. Maybe that's a little different. Sneezing is the shotgun of germs, right? So maybe turn sideways, or even if you have extra colors, right? Everybody always has extra colors. You could give yourself bandana protection like that, right? And that'll help you protect. It's what do they call it? Personal protective equipment, which normally would be a knife or a gun or a shotgun or a really strong lawyer. But in this case, that's not it. It's just a bandana to cover your nose, because you don't always gonna have a mask, right? Unless you're robbing a bank, but that's a different story. Tip number 2. Have yourself protection device, right? You already wash your hands. If you have hand satanizer, get that, right? Because sometimes holy water is not enough. You get satanizer, it'll take care of you. But look, This right here is protection device. That's it. You go like that, you put it on, and mira, look, I'm protected. That's it. Look, like, you can't even do nothing, right? Because like now I look menacing, and you don't want to come close to me. And if I go, nothing happens. That's it. Nothing. You're safe, dude. So get yourself one of these. Now here's the problem, right? All your homies are gonna tell you, hey, that's it. You gotta cough in the dab, right? Like,
nothing could be further from the truth. That's it. You don't want that stuff on your arm. That's ridiculous. That's it. Cough into your colors. You cough into your colors, right? So immediately everybody's like, oh, that's disrespectful to your colors. Nah, Holmes, nah. You're protecting your homies, that's it, by coughing into your colors. You're keeping your squad clean, that's it, by coughing into your colors. So don't be afraid. It's just cloth, that's it. You put it in the wash anyways, right? This over here, you gotta drag that around all day. You don't need that, that's it. Cough into your colors.
Tip number 3, I think, not sure. Stay home, that's it. Pretend you got an ankle monitor on. Just stay home. You don't have to go anywhere, because guess what? Everything you need is at home, right? You got water in the faucet. You got food in the fridge. You got toilet paper. Okay, you might not have toilet paper, but like your toilet is in the house, right? So like you can figure something out. You could take like an old magazine, the newspaper, your freaking bills that have been piling up for a couple weeks, like 2 months, whatever. You could use that. You could use any piece of paper to like take care of that. Isn't it? You don't have to have toilet paper. Toilet paper is like a luxury in the West. In other countries, they're like, we just use newspaper or like our voting ballots, whatever. Tip number 4, have food in your house. Isn't it? If you have the food here, you don't have to go nowhere. All your food is here. And really, let's be honest. What do we need? We need Doritos. We need Tostitos. We need salsa. We need Oreos, right? We need Oreos because we're gonna eat Oreos. I said we're just gonna. You need Cheetos, right? Oh, freaking Cheetos are excellent. I said you need like the prepackaged the little packs of Snickers, right? The little fun size ones because they are fun. You put 2 in your mouth at a time. That's pretty fun. You get Reese's Pieces. You get Reese's peanut butter cups. Now that Easter's coming, you can get the really big ones, the eggs, right? Those are really good. You get all that. So just get the food that you normally eat, dude. Some Mountain Dew, like a container of Kool-Aid. Get the food you have. That way you don't have to go anywhere. It's all at your house. Tip number 3, clean everything. I mean, like everything. Like clean the toilet. Clean the toilet 2 times. All right, at the very least, like clean it 2 times. Clean like your faucet, clean the counters, clean everything. I say if you get bleach, get some bleach and put it on everything. If you have a chance, get the Fabuloso. It just smells good. It does the same thing, but it is cheaper. But like bleach will kill everything. Bleach doesn't care. Bleach is like the Thanos of cleaning supplies. Thanos like kill everybody, right? Like half of everybody, but like whatever, you know. Thanos was like the baddest dude. Bleach is like that. It doesn't even care. It'll just clean it. I say you're gonna love it. Just put it in something. Tip number 4. Get the stuff you need, I say, but don't overdo it. Like I got a closet right here. I can only put like 1 or 2 like packs of toilet paper. If I bought like 150 packs of toilet paper, I would have to move out, I say, and that defeats the whole purpose. So like, do not go and buy a whole bunch of stuff. Just buy a few things. Tip number 5 is make sure you have stuff to do because you're not gonna leave the house. It's a little like being locked up in the joint. It's a little like being locked up. I'm not gonna lie. Not that I would know. Like I would never myself like ever get in a compromised situation where I would have to pay back like a sentence or like time to like the law. So like I would never do that. But I'm saying if it were to happen, it's a little like being locked up. But you're locked up in your house. That's it. A lot of times you don't even want to go nowhere. You want to just stay home, right? Well, here's your chance. That's it. So seriously, like make sure you have a TV, right? If you don't have a TV, go get a TV. Don't be like that. Tip number 643. Make sure you have booze. All right. If you don't have booze, then it's gonna be hard for you. I say because I don't know how to tell you this, but if you're sober throughout this whole thing, it's gonna suck. I say if you got a little buzz on, you're not gonna care so much. You'll be like, I'm inside. It's fine. Whatever. I don't have to drive anywhere. Bottoms up. No. But that's the thing a lot of people don't realize is that you have to have some booze now. So like make sure you have some Jack, make sure you have some tequila, make sure you have beers. If you like beers, make sure you have beers. And if you're in a sorority, go ahead and get your White Claw because that's important, I guess. I don't really know. But like get whatever it is you drink, get it and just have it so that
you won't have to go anywhere. You know, my problem is I always have tequila with Jack, right? And sometimes I put them in other drinks. Well, I'm no longer buying the other drinks because I don't want to leave the house, right? So now, like, I'm pretty drunk all the time now. Now, I'm not falling down or nothing, but I'm probably gonna. And at that point, I will have to figure out a new system. I may have to go to the store at some point, but I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna go to the store, get the 2 or 3 things I need, and I'm gonna get out, and then I'll come home and I'll wash my hands. I'm gonna like boil them in Purell just to be on the safe side, and then that'll be it. And then I can go back to drinking. So that's really all my plan is, just to stay home, do some drinking, and that'll be it.
The thing is, for TV, right? Make sure you have a TV. If you don't have a TV, you're gonna be in trouble with it, because there's a lot of stuff you can watch, but there's only one thing you have to watch. Like, just find the show. It's a perfect show. It's called How It's Made. It's amazing. It's like being hypnotized by the TV. You could blink and there's like 10 hours gone like that. And in that time, you will know how they made a racquetball racket, how they make a bowling ball, how they make an engine for a 87 Corvette, how they make rubber tires for like go-karts, the nets for like when they play soccer and it catches the ball. Like, they show you how to make that. They show you how to make AstroTurf. I don't even know why I would need to know that, but in that time frame, you will blink and you will have so much information in your head, and it's just in the background. You don't even have to pay attention. It just seeps into your brain. It's called How It's Made. Just make sure that's on. You're gonna love it. I promise you.
And then if you have internet, you can watch funny videos of, like, there's one called the Fail Army. Check that out, man. Those dudes are excellent. They show you people messing themselves up, and the whole show is you sitting on the couch going, oh, I can't believe that happened to that dude. And then, oh, it happened again. Thank God that's not me. That's it. It's going to be like that. It's a fantastic show. And again, you blink and it's like, oh man, it's midnight. I better get to bed because I got to get up in the morning and start all over. That's the deal. I said, make sure you have on How It's Made and Fail Army. So make sure you have the internet so you can follow it on the news, right? You can find out like where it's at and how it's going and like when it's going to be all done. That's important, I think, because like a lot of times if you don't watch the news, you don't really know, and you're just kind of guessing, and you're like, oh, I bet if I put on sandals on Thursday night, that'll be enough to make it go away, like something crazy like that. And it doesn't make any sense, but like people are like, yeah, if you wear sandals, you can't get. It's stupid, man. But like the news, they're going to tell you what's going on, all right?
What will happen is the news will tell you, like right now in your county, there are 5 cases, 5 confirmed cases. And then like 2 days from now, they go, hey, our bad, it was like 7. And then they'll be like, I'm sorry, we meant 33. And then they'll be like, I'm sorry, we meant 65. And then they'll go, oh, you know, our bad again, it's 83. And then you're like, bingo, I got virus. What are they? I got virus. No, and you don't win anything. You just figure out that like they're just telling you the numbers of how many people are getting sick. But like you don't know, they could go from like, hey, you have 5 in the county right now, but they're all doing pretty good. And then like 2 weeks from now, they're like, hey, we're down to 0. What are they? So that's the news we're looking for. We're looking for it to go all the way back down, right? Like the stock market. And then if you have a DVD player, put that on, dude. Don't be scared. Like if you don't have the TV and the internet on, you got a DVD player. Put in the old Steven Seagal, like Late for Dinner or Out to Lunch. Any of the like 90s Steven Seagal movies. Those are pretty good. I said because like he was doing really well, and then he got really heavy, but he was still like beating everybody up because it's in the script. Anyways, but like those are good movies. I say they had the one where he was on the boat. I forget the name, but they just called it like Die Hard on a boat. And so it has Steven Seagal, and he had his hair slicked back, and they had to paint the hairline in because he was going bald. I said, but he didn't want everybody to know. But you could tell. It's kind of funny. Makeup guy really should not have had that job. He should have been doing something else.
And then, if you don't have a DVD player or DVDs, that means all you have is VHS. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a little old school, but there's nothing wrong with that. I have to tell you, get ready to memorize Harry and the Hendersons, because that's what you're going to watch like for a long time. You're going to watch it for like 3 months straight because there's nothing else, right? Unless you got the rabbit ears and you catch like the local news, but you're going to get ABC News and be like, today happened and it go to you live now with and you're not going to get all the information. So all you're going to hear is like, oh no, Iris, and back to you, that doesn't tell you anything. So like make sure that you have the rabbit ears proper and that you like point them to wherever the TV station is so you can get the information. But if you have a VCR, just put in Harry and the Hendersons and just chill and relax, man. Yeah, like personally, I think it's some of John Lithgow's best work. but it gets overlooked because he did so many other things. I'm like, dude, you should have just like gotten your Oscar for that and called it quits. But whatever, the dude's he's like that. He's always working.
So here are some things you can do around the house for yourself, right? Things to keep yourself busy. Make sure you clean, right? You can always clean everything, the bathroom, your kitchen. And then you can make a soup. Like, I don't know if you've ever made soup before, but like, here's an opportunity to learn because you got nothing else to do. You know what? It needs more paprika. Because you got nothing else to do. I say all those things that are in the back of your head. Like, I always wanted to knit. Not me, like regular people, right? Like, I always wanted to knit. Well, here's your chance, man. Sit down and just like teach yourself to knit, or like find a video or whatever. Another thing you can do to entertain yourself is like, if you have pets, you can grab your pet by the face and have a staring contest and just like. And like, if you win, that's really great. If you're not winning, then you know you need to up your game and like try to be better at the staring contest with the pets. So ready, go. Hey, over here. Orale, you lost, they say.
You put away laundry, right? Like, nobody likes to put away laundry, but like, you got nothing else to do. I said, put away your laundry. It's just... There's videos of everything on the internet. Like the other day, there was a song I wanted to learn on the guitar, and I was like, hey, how do you play that song? And then I learned it, and it just took me like 10 minutes.
If you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain, if you're not into health food, and you have half a brain.
And I figured it out, and I was like, oh, cool. So now I can do the song. So like, if you play an instrument, play your instrument. I said it's good to like be distracted. Another thing you can do to like entertain yourself is work on your accents, right? Like I love doing accents, right? Like for myself, I'm always trying to think like, how would I say, if I was like from England, how would I say like, not today, Satan, right? Like I would say like, oh, not today, Satan. But see, it sounds like an old lady, so I would have to like play with it, right? Like, how would Michael Caine do it? I mean, not today, Satan, like that, right? Like, I'm guessing, I don't really know. But like, I love playing with accents, like, Thurston, do we have any more butter? They like, hey, Thurston, we got any more butter? Right? I go deep on the U, like, butter. And then like, the English people, they're like, do you have any more butter? And it just, it's different. I say, it's not wrong, it's just different. They would tell you like, we invented the language, this is what it should sound like. But I'm like, yeah, but we fixed it and we made it badass. And then, like, one of my favorite things is, I'm not gonna lie, taking naps. I say, one of the problems that people have, they're always like, always on the go and you're always doing something. Well, what if you just took a nap? I said, just stop doing what you're doing, lay down, and you know what you're doing? You're fast forwarding the live tape. That's what you're doing. You're fast forwarding, because when you wake up, it's gonna be later, and you will have like not missed anything because you took a nap. So take naps. I take advice from my cats all the time. They're like, hey, look, we've been up for almost 10 minutes. We're gonna take a nap, and then we're gonna eat. Then we're gonna take a different nap. All right, so like that, and that's how they spend their day, and they seem pretty chill. And I'm gonna take a nap. And then another thing you could do to entertain yourself is rewatch The Wire. I don't know if you ever saw The Wire, but like, it is honestly one of the most like critically acclaimed shows on the planet. It's like 112 seasons of like really good acting, and like the stories are good. And you know what they did? They made me cheer for a bad guy who was stealing from other bad guys. Like, that's some manipulative shit right there. I couldn't believe they sucked me in like that. There was this bad guy, and he's not very nice, and he was stealing from other bad guys.
and they made him the hero. I said, I was like, what? How do you even do that? I said, like, I got some homies that are not nice guys. They're my homies and everything, but I don't cheer for them. I actually kind of want them to get caught. I'm not gonna snitch or nothing, but like, if they got caught, I'd be like, whew, thank God that dude is off the streets. I'm glad he's my homie and everything, but that dude is a psycho. Anyways, in the show The Wire,
what they did is they made you cheer for a bad guy. Like, you're like, hey, I know that guy's not a good guy, but he's got his reasons and whatever, and he's treating everybody else like really bad, and he's just getting it done. But I'm telling you, if you have a chance, watch The Wire. It is awesome, man.
all right, so those are my tips for how to survive a pandemic. I guess that's what they're calling it. If you have any questions, Google that shit. Don't ask me. I said, maybe call your mom. Oh, that's the other thing. Call your mom. I said, find out how she's doing, because, she's old and she doesn't really know what's happening and she doesn't know what pandemic is. She's gonna like think that it's like a sale on bread and she's gonna go to the store and be mad because there's no bread. So like, seriously, check on your parents. Just give them a call and be like, Jefa, ¿qué huele? ¿Todo de aquí? Órale, cool. No, está bueno, okay, virongas, ahí nos vemos. All right, chile, bye. And that's it. That's all you have to do is check on them real quick. It takes 10 minutes. So those are my tips for like surviving a pandemic. I wish you all the luck in the world. Check in on your homies. Be good to each other. Make sure you wash your hands, right? Lowrider. Check it out that everybody's cool. And if you don't have to go nowhere, don't go nowhere. All right. Take care of yourself, man. I'll talk to you.